I wasn't really sure how to structure this video. I just know I've been feeling like we're all so caught up in chasing something that we forget where we are now. We forget to be still. We live in a scroll culture, always moving to the next thing. Think about it. You know how you scroll through YouTube Shorts or TikToks or Instagram Reels? It's often kind of the same in real life. You finish watching a show and you open another. You finish watching a movie and straight away you're just looking for the next thing to watch. People just keep moving on to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, trying to maximize productivity, optimize their life. It's like speedrunning life, you know? Is that really what we want to do? Do we want to just speedrun through life? Get it over and done with as fast as possible? I think we have this life to sometimes take it slow, to appreciate where we are now. Look around you. Nature is so beautiful. When you really just spend time in nature, like if you go on a walk to the forest, let's say, and it's all silent, we might start to realize that maybe some of us are running, sprinting through life instead of taking it step by step, taking it as it comes. That silence feels so good to us because it's natural. It's natural to us. You know, back in like caveman times, we used to go out on adventures, hunting, and maybe they would come to like a cliff and see the sunset in the distance over the horizon, and they would just sit there and rest, taking the view. They would take that moment, reflect, instead of rushing straight to hunting to kill the animal. So yeah, we always keep moving on to the next thing. We want to get things done so quickly and optimally, efficiently. Maybe we need to slow a bit down. I think this is quite present in the self-improvement space as well. We can become so obsessed with becoming instead of being. We're so focused on building the life we want that we forget to live the life that we have. I went on a run to a grass field that is not right next to the roads. And honestly, as I was running around the field, I felt peace. I feel like all of us need a bit of that in the midst of everything that's going on in our lives. So stillness is very powerful. Slowing down lets your thoughts settle. It's when you notice your real emotions, your beliefs, your purpose. It's where you can discover the buried things in your mind. It's also where gratitude lives. You don't really feel thankful when you're rushing. God speaks in the stillness. When we slow down, calm ourselves, that's when we can really hear God speaking to us. That's when we can really be present with Him and listen. But most of us are too busy filling the silence to hear Him. We can't hear Him when we're just constantly busy. I'm not saying you need to stop your growth. I guess it's more about pausing every now and then, just long enough to know where you're heading, what you're growing towards. Imagine you're a traveler on an adventure. You're trying to get from your village where the journey starts, and you're trying to reach a place in a land far, far away. And you're on this journey, you're walking, you cross hills, you cross rivers, and it's tiring. But you keep going. You have a vague idea of where you want to go, and one day it's starting to get dark. The sun starts setting. Come up a mountain, a big hill, bigger than the hills that you've crossed before. You go to the top of this mountain. You just see the sun setting. That's when you want to take a rest. You just sit down, look at the far horizon, and think about how far you've come. And you're here now, but you've made it this far, and you've come to this place. You still have a way to go. You decide to sit down here and rest for a bit. Rest for the night. Set up a tent and you just look at the horizon. Take it in. This is the journey. You're on this journey to get to that place. This is what it's all about. Moments like these and the journey itself. You need to remember that you set out on this journey, and every journey has an end goal, right? But the beauty of this journey is the experience itself, not the very end goal. When the journey becomes over, Presence makes you sharper, more intentional, and makes you feel more alive. When I'm present, the overthinking just quietens down because I'm no longer caught up in all these 100 directionless thoughts. I'm just here, now. When I'm present, the overthinking just quietens down, and I'm a person who overthinks so much. I get so much anxiety, and maybe you do too. So when I'm present, the overthinking just slows, and all these directionless thoughts that I was having fade out. So I'm reminding you that the present moment is all we have. We're not living in the past. We're not living in the future. It doesn't exist. All we have is now, the moment that is current. And that's all, truly all that exists. Isn't that so comforting to know that? Isn't that so much better than thinking about everything all at once? All our past mistakes, all the worries we have for what's gonna happen in the future. It doesn't exist. All we have is the present. There's a saying I like. The past is history. The future is a mystery. But the present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So when you get that moment, I encourage you to just pause and reflect on how far where you've come, where you have to go, and remain in the moment. Be still for the presence of the Lord. Thank you for watching.